All right, this is Mr. Blue. He's the bluest of the blue. He's the craziest, freakiest boa I think I've ever seen. I don't think there's anything better than this guy. Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and I am here in Cape Coral, Florida. It's a beautiful day. The sun's out, the water's beautiful, the alligators are out, the tropical fish are biting, and all is good in the world. All right, we're going to be looking at my blue line boas. That's right, my blue line Sunglows. I bought a pair of very blue looking Sunglow boas, sharp Sunglows that is, from a really good breeder in Europe several years back. Bred them. They're 2.5 years old now. I'm going to show you what I kept back, so to speak. I did sell some. Ooh, there's some jumping in the slough over there. Hopefully there's no alligators going to come up behind me and grab me. But I'm going to show you what I held back in the collection. They're really getting a lot of blues and purples in them. They look really awesome, and you can see also in the collection that the jungle gene has a definite influence as well. Stay tuned. All right, a little update on our blue line boas. This was our blue line we imported from Europe. We bred a blue line male to a blue line female about 2 years ago, May of 22. So these are 2.5 years old. They're starting to put some size on. This is a female. You can see the saturation in these snakes. They're very, very aggressive too. They have a lot of blue purples in them. The camera, it's hard for the camera to pick it up. But you can see in the head is really blue. The whole body is really sad. They all look very different, and I'm going to show you them all that I have left. Beautiful. Now this is a male blue line. It's a little different than the other ones. Once again, you got to be careful with these things. They like to bite and they're hungry. They're always eating. They always want to eat. He just shed out. He's got a little bit. He's lighter, so I think this probably has. This is probably a Sunglow blue line. And some of them have this like yellowish, and I think they could be jungle in here. I think this one's probably jungle. Yeah, he's trying to get me. Get in there, get in there. So that's a blue line jungle Sunglow. This is a female. Once again, I think the ones with all the yellows in them and the weird oranges in them, I think are jungles as well. So this female is really nice. So let's see, a lot of saturation. I wouldn't call her a high blue one. You can see the blues in there, the saturating the saddles right here. I mean, between the saddles, it's all blue in there. It's just, there's other stuff going on in the snake. The ones with the white tails, like I said, I think have jungle in them. Really beautiful though. They're all coming out nice, super nice. Here's another one. This one's really saturated with blue. This is a male. Super. Let's look at his head. So hopefully no one get bit here. Not that I'm really worried, but look at that head. Look at that head. Look how blue it is. Super nice. I might let a couple of these go. I've just been holding them back because they keep getting better and better and better. Here's one of the bluest of the blues that I have, the most saturated. You see that? There's not a single piece of this snake that's not saturated with like this bluish purple. His head is much more blue, as you can see. And he's just, I mean, the whole body is just gorgeous. Look at that. There's nothing else in it. There's no other genes. There's certainly not, doesn't have any jungle in it. The jungle ones are the ones with the white tails, but look at that. Absolutely stunning. And they're right at that stage now where they can all eat medium rats. I mean, small rats, so they're going to start really growing. Boas are tough. You got to be very, very careful when you feed them when they're young so they don't regurge. So you feed them small prey, and then finally they hit a point like this, and sometimes it takes 2 years. And then all of a sudden they can start eating small rats, and then they grow like weeds after that. So here's another female. A little lighter in color, but a lot of blues. Much more blue in her head, upper body. As she kind of goes down, then she gets a little bit more of those yellows kind of start coming in, but head is very blue and very unique looking. The saddles are really small, which probably means this is a Sunglow, obviously, with a lot of blue. And the reason why they all look different is because the blue line, or the blue in the Boas is it's a line bred trait. So it's not a genetic thing. It's genetic in the sense that it's multiple genes affecting how much blue. So it's a lot of luck. You breed the bluest to the bluest, and some of them come out really blue and some don't. But they've all are some of the most unique sharp albinos I've ever seen. All right, this is Mr. Blue. He's the bluest of the blue. He's the craziest, freakiest boa I think I've ever seen. I don't think there's anything better than this guy. I mean, you can argue some of the pies are really nice too, but he is just exquisite from day one. He's had a ton of blue in him. Look at that head. Look at all that blue through there. And I think those yellows and that white tail is, once again, I think there's definitely jungle in here. This is a jungle Sunglow, blue line Sunglow. Look at that tail. Amazing. He just shed out too, so he's looking really nice. And he's actually behaving really nice, because usually he's a little nasty, but hopefully he'll be breeding for me next year. The question is what to breed it to. And we'll finish with a little phantom boa. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. This is a super hypo paradigm. How do we make a paradigm? We combine one gene of sharp albino with one gene of bow woman caramel T positive, and we produce the paradigm. So we have a super hypo paradigm, and then we add the black-eyed anery gene, which takes away reds and yellows, and we produce this phantom, beautiful black-eyed, crazy-looking snake that keeps just getting better and better. This little boy is going to be breeding for me next year, hopefully, and I love him. I produced him back in April of 22, and I've been growing him up. I sold all the other ones, kept him. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Hope you enjoyed the blue line sharp albino boas. It's a great litter. I held back about 6 or 7 of them I just showed you today, and some of them are pretty spectacular. I can't wait to breed those things down the road. They're really just getting to that point now where they're getting their color in, and they're starting to eat small rats now. They're going to start growing, putting on some size. That's going to be kind of the future, one of the main future breeding projects of Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. You know, like I said, I'm focusing down the ball pythons. I'm going to probably focus down the boa breeding as well. I do have a lot of projects, but I'm going to start kind of pushing some of them to the side and really focusing down on the ones that I really, really love. So the blue line boa is definitely something close to my heart. I think they're the most beautiful looking albinos in all of boa breeding. And I really think Mr. Blue might be the best of them all. But that's, I guess, debatable. We'll see what the future holds. If you're loving these videos, show us that love. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. Hit that like button. I'll see you back next time.